This is just to show you the initial ply layup, what we'll call the face sheet layup. We're laying down strips of carbon. And now we've given you kind of a overview of the face sheet, or again, the initial ply carbon layer on an example of our infusion layup. Travis is kind enough to finish up our 3K face sheet over my corner strips, my corner layup strips. And now I'm going to take us over to the kind of next section of our demo here. We're only going to do one structural ply layup today, just for demonstration purposes. Now this will get us, what thickness, Mike, will this single ply?
Each layer of this 9400 material is approximately 100,000ths of an inch, okay, or 2.5 millimeters. Start laying up the first layer here.
So Mike right now and Travis are now installing the Infusion line, which is a line inlet, a really highly permeable flow line or resin line. And what it does is it basically bisects the area or geometry over which we have to infuse, essentially significantly decreasing the effective length or area that we need to infuse over. So we have the vacuum ricks or resin infusion connectors that we're putting over the top of that infusion line that we're going to actually penetrate the bag and install the tube into. And Travis is putting around the vacuum manifold, which is in fact a Vectorply product that allows us to have really very effective vacuum flow around the perimeter of the mold. So now we're going to do the vacuum bagging process for the final infusion. And we're going to line the corners up. Mike's going to use this kind of cool little trick where he puts the sealant tape around the vacuum port that he's going to penetrate the bag with. Really critical for the infusion port to have really, really good vacuum integrity, of course, because this is the area where we actually could draw bubbles and draw air into our infusion. So now Mike is, again, putting the sealant tape around the top for his trick. We need to be absolutely sure when we penetrate this bag, what happens is the bag will relax and create wrinkles. Absolutely critical to not have any wrinkles in the resin entry, a resin supply port for our infusion. With that, I believe we've already flushed the lines out for the machine, and I'm going to hand it over to Dan Grunwald with MVP to talk about some of the equipment, some of the injection equipment that we are using to inject our resin into our tool. So Dan?
Thanks, Neil. My name is Dan, this is Eric. We're with Magnum Venus Products. Today we are using the Innovator 2 closed mold injection system to deliver mix and metered material to the part. I just hit the inject button on the system. In a second here you'll see the material coming out of the gun into the poly tube being delivered to the part.